In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NHL games happening on October 28, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Anaheim Ducks versus Vegas Golden Knights. The Anaheim Ducks have been doing absolutely brutal to begin the season as they are looking for their first road win on Friday night. They are currently sitting in 7th place in the Pacific Division and are on a 5-game losing streak after a 4-2 home loss against the Tampa Bay Lightning on Wednesday. Right winger Troy Terry scored a goal and an assist in the losing effort. The Vegas Golden Knights have been doing extremely well in the very early portion of the regular season as they are atop of the Pacific Division and are on a 2-game winning streak after a 4-2 road victory over the San Jose Sharks. Defenseman Shea Theodore led the game with a goal and an assist in the win. The Ducks are 11-54 in their last 65 versus a team with a winning record. The under is 4-0 in the Ducks' last 4 games. The under is 3-0-2 in the Golden Knights' last 5 games overall. The over is 4-0-1 in the Ducks' last 5 games against the Western Conference. The Ducks and Golden Knights are 2 Western Conference teams that share colors, but that's about where their similarities end. Vegas has given their fans elite-level hockey since their inaugural season in 2017, as they made the Stanley Cup final in their first season as a franchise. Although they disappointed last year by just missing the postseason, they are healthy now and things appear to be clicking. Meanwhile, nothing has been golden about the Ducks other than the defense on their jerseys. Anaheim wasn't even close to a playoff berth, as they finished only above the expansion Seattle Kraken in the Pacific Division. They made very little noise in the offseason for a team that had plenty of improvements to make. The Ducks do have an electric young skater in Trevor Zegras, but he and Troy Terry can only lead the team so far. They're 1-5 to begin this season and have only defeated the aforementioned Kraken at home, but just 1 goal. Each of their 5 regulation losses have come by multiple goals, including 7-1 thrashing by the New York Islanders. Meanwhile, the Knights are 5-2-0 and surging atop the Pacific Division. They're entering this game having won back-to-back contests and now get to head back to Vegas. That's been an issue for the Ducks, as they only got 1 game back in Anaheim after their 5-game road trip. Heading back out of California has not proven well for them, and that should continue on Friday night. So the Vegas Golden Knights to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Ducks are averaging 2.29 goals per game and 1.83 goals per game on the road. They averaged 3.67 goals per game in their last 3 games against the Golden Knights. With Vegas giving up 1.5 goals per game at home, the Ducks will be held under their average in this game. The Golden Knights are averaging 3.25 goals per game and 2.5 goals per game at home. They averaged 4.33 goals per game in their last 3 games against the Ducks. Even though Anaheim is giving up 4.66 goals per game on the road, the Golden Knights won't score enough goals to push the score past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Bruins versus Columbus Blue Jackets. The Boston Bruins face the Columbus Blue Jackets, with both teams heading in opposite directions to start the season. The Bruins have a 7-1 record and are near the top of the Atlantic Division, while the Blue Jackets have a 3-5 record and are in last place in the Metropolitan Division. The Bruins are looking to continue their strong start to the season, while the Blue Jackets are looking to turn things around, making the upcoming game a crucial one for both teams. The Bruins are 1-6 in their last 7 road games and 1-5 in their last 6 games playing on 0 days rest. The Blue Jackets are 1-4 in their last 5 versus Eastern Conference and 8-19 in their last 27 overall. The over is 11-3-1 in Bruins' last 15 overall. The over is 6-1 in Blue Jackets' last 7 overall. The Bruins are 4-1 in the last 5 meetings in Columbus and 6-2 in the last 8 meetings. Both of these 2 teams faced each other 3 times last season, with Boston winning all 3 games. In those 3 games, the Bruins averaged 4.33 goals per game, while Columbus averaged 2.6 7 goals per game. This matchup will be no different. Boston's offense is red hot to start the season while Columbus' goaltending has been a disaster. The Bruins scored 4 goals or more in 5 of their first 7 games. Boston ranks 3rd in goals per game and 6th in shots per game. David Pastrnak leads the Bruins with 12 points through 7 games. Pastrnak is tied for 1st in the league in points. The Blue Jackets rank 28th in goals against per game and 19th in shots against per game. Elvis Merzlikins has a 4.28 goals against average and a .855 save percentage. Daniil Tarasov has a 3.63 goals against average and .896 save percentage. Despite being on the back end of a back-to-back, Boston will have no problem scoring on Columbus. The Boston Bruins are on a roll right now, and they're tough to step in front of given their current form. The Columbus Blue Jackets have been hit or miss dating back to last season, and it's hard to take them seriously given their lack of power play success. The Blue Jackets are 8 games into the season and have yet to find the back of the net on a power play. It's inexcusable, to be honest. The Bruins will light the lamp often and defeat the Blue Jackets. So the Boston Bruins money line is our full game side pick. Columbus defense and goaltending were awful last season and they are not any better this season. The Blue Jackets rank 28th in goals against per game and 19th in shots against per game. Elvis Merzlikins has a 4.28 goals against average and a .855 save percentage. Daniil Tarasov has a 3.63 goals against average and .896 save percentage. Boston's offense is off to a hot start this season. They scored 4 goals or more in 5 of their first 7 games. The Bruins rank 3rd in goals per game and 6th in shots per game. David Pastrnak leads the Bruins with 12 points through 7 games. Pastrnak is tied for 1st in the league in points. Columbus will also score on the Bruins, with Boston being on the back end of a back-to-back. Both teams will score and this will be a higher scoring game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado Avalanche versus New Jersey Devils. The Colorado Avalanche face the New Jersey Devils, with both teams having strong starts to the season. The Avalanche have a 4-2-1 record and are near the top of the Central Division, while the Devils have a 4-3 record. Both teams are looking to improve in their divisions and pad their records early on in the season, and the upcoming game should be a great one as a result. Colorado is 72-27 in their last 99 games overall and 38-16 in their last 54 games against a team with a winning record, while the under is 4-0 in their last 4 games against the Eastern Conference. New Jersey is 5-14 in their last 19 games following a win and 24-53 in their last 77 games overall, while the under is 6-2 in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record. The Avalanche and Devils are coming into this matchup with similar records, but that does not mean they are similar caliber of teams. The Avs are just 4 months removed from hoisting the Stanley Cup, while New Jersey had the 3rd worst record in the Eastern Conference last season. It's worth noting the Devils' struggles last season, as they did nothing to address their biggest weakness, goaltending. They allowed the 4th most goals per game last season and are still sliding Mackenzie Blackwood onto the ice. Although Jersey has a respectable record at 4-3-0, it's worth checking out who they've beaten. They've taken down the Anaheim Ducks, who are 1-5-1, the San Jose Sharks, who began the season 0-5-0, and the New York Islanders, who are not known as an offensive team. They've also lost to the lowly Philadelphia Flyers this season. While the Avs have a similar 4-2-1 record, they're coming off of 2 big wins. The most recent was against the New York Rangers on the road, a team that was just 2 games away from facing Colorado in the Stanley Cup final last season. They've also defeated the high-powered Minnesota Wild on the road by 3 goals, so taking care of business in Jersey should not be an issue. Along with the Florida Panthers, the Avs are the last team a poor goaltending squad wants to face. They haven't been quite as potent as last year just yet, but we're only a few weeks into the year and the Avs are still a top 10 scoring team. I get the reasoning for looking at either side in this one, but I'm not sure how you can pass on the Avalanche at this price. The Avs are simply the far better team here, and while the Devils have had their moments, and analytics would actually suggest the Devils are a solid offensive team, the eye test for me just says that this Devils team is in trouble against the defending champs. Colorado is simply too talented and too deep to doubt against the Devils, so the Colorado Avalanche money line is our full game side pick. The under is 20-7-3 in the last 30 meetings between these two. The Avs' PP percentage is by far the best in the NHL, but the Devils are killing over 90% of their opponents' power plays. On the flip side, the Devils are awful on the power play, so the Avs' poor PK percentage will not factor into this one. The Devils have one of the worst shooting percentages in the league, making only 8.3% of their shots this season. Expect the Avs to score a few, but expect the Devils to really struggle thanks to their poor efficiency with the puck. This feels like a 3-1 or 4-2 game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.